50 years ago, my dad left the house early, November 1972. I asked him where he was going. He says, well, I'm going to go vote. And I said, what's that? He says, well, that's when we pick who's going to be the next president. I said, wow. And he explained to me that he was going to vote for Nixon, but that other people were going to vote for this other fellow. I think he meant McGovern. I don't know, the way he said it was void of any of the sort of vitriolic sort of real Americans and these liberals are trying to, he just, this is the man that I like. I think I may have asked him if he's going to run someday. And he says, too much work kind of thing. Good dad answer, right? Well, guys, I just don't think my dad would identify. It's just important to stop and just take a look. These parties work for us. You understand? I'm a registered Democrat, but I don't drink their Kool-Aid either, guys. I butt heads with them all the time. They were in a kerfuffle about a fire truck 4 years ago, and were accusing local Republicans of just wanting. I don't want to mischaracterize their opinions on it. The point is, they sounded very much like a couple of Republicans running this time around, and I agree with them as well. But I just, let's get the darn fire truck. I just don't want to think that my political opposition here in Kinnelon are angry people that don't care about lives and property. I'm just not buying that part of it. And I'm not accusing anybody of being performative in their outrage or expressing melodrama or anything. I'm sure people, it's just, guys, I just retired, right, from 25 years of service in LA County Fire. So I just have a nuanced perspective when people try to tell me that, their political opposition just wants people to die or something like that. I don't, you know what I mean? I think there was a lot of really angry rhetoric said perhaps by spouses. Look, you can tap an unlimited amount of outrage from a spouse who thinks their, firefighting husband or wife is going to be in danger because of equipment that's not, a modern and that's been upgraded and such. And I also know that you can have millions of dollars of equipment and still have people die. So I'm just saying that, that to me is just an argument I'm not buying. And I'm certainly not buying it that, well, if you're a real Republican, you'll do this, when Democrats were saying if you're a real American 4 years ago, you'll vote this way. Get the darn fire truck. Near as I could tell, the internal arguments in the Republican Party were financing, which you guys will figure out. I'm not going to get into that. I mean, 4 years ago, I asked Jim Freda, because the Democrats are telling me that Jim Freda, don't vote for him. He doesn't want to get the fire truck. I went and asked him. I said, Jim, you going to buy this fire truck? He says, yeah. Can he explain to me that he was going to start the process in the next several months? And apparently he did, and bought another fire truck in 4 years. So he's kept his promise with me, and I'm a lifelong Democrat. I'm voting for Jim Freda. He's a damn great mayor and a great guy. My goodness, you showed this. What a great place to live this is. And how odd that I would be expected to not like Jim Freda. You do some volunteer work around here. You find out that Jim Freda's come and gone before breakfast. He's just come and gone and done his part of it. These are great people. And what a great place to live. Guys, I once posted as a joke. I once posted on Nextdoor that I needed to borrow a pen. I was just being a smartass. People got in their cars and were ready to drive a pen to my... And I was being a smartass. I was like, oh, guys, I hate to ask this, but can I borrow a pen? And people are like, oh, sure, I'll run one over to you. It was such a great place to live in every respect, not just because of that, okay? It's just, we have so much in common here, and we're fighting, You're not my enemy if you voted for Trump. I disagree with that vote, but we can just talk about that. You're not a different kind of person. I don't suddenly, you suddenly didn't become somebody who doesn't enjoy writing off we pay a lot of taxes here, right? State and local taxes, and we can only write off 10,000 of it. I don't know about you, but that's a problem, Most places in Kinnelon have to pay more in taxes because of Republican policies that I'm sure the Republicans here don't agree with. That's okay, guys. That doesn't invalidate your choices for things. Participating in a democracy isn't just voting. It's an important part of it, but you can get involved with the local political party. Who gets to pick what party is for the fire truck in your community? This time around, it's very conservative Republicans running against moderate Republicans they're calling rhinos. And I don't get it. What are we fighting over? How do those issues translate here? I happen to think the local Republicans do a fantastic job here governing. I do. I don't know. I mean, Sean Mabee can say some crazy things online, but when he's sitting down in his council, in his capacity there as a councilman, he's doing great work. I mean, in stuff I can identify with as a retired LA County professional. Things like getting the right specs in an RFP for getting legitimate bids from small businesses is what needs to happen. We need people like Sean Mabee in there, and the fact that he might have some wild-ass opinions about things that are happening on the national level, I don't think that should disqualify him from serving here, and nor should it disqualify him from sitting down and having a beer with me and talking about that stuff. But if he doesn't want to do that, I don't think any less of him about it. But there's things don't impact us here. Why are we doing that? Why am I a different kind of person because I'm okay with gay people and maybe you're not yet, or you don't want it in the school curriculum a certain way? I understand that. I'm not going to get in mixing up with you there. But the idea that because I just don't care if someone's gay or is taught about gay people, that's just my opinion. We don't have to agree on that. But now I'm not allowed to agree with you that I don't want to defund the police. You get to tell me what my position is on that because I happen to be a Democrat. That's silly. That's silly, guys. I'm not buying into it on any level. I have no problem supporting local Republicans. I have no problem voting for either Harris or Chertow. I probably am going to write in Tom Ott just because he's an old friend. I worked for their campaign, actually. I couldn't vote in the primaries. I'm a Democrat. But they're great guys. And I would encourage other Democrats, go ahead and vote for who you like here. I don't think there's an issue that, I don't think I don't think the Kinnelon Borough Council can outlaw, abortion or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we have to fight over that stuff here. Let's be cool. Let's everybody go vote. And let's come back and not call anybody an enemy because they didn't vote the way we did. And let's just keep working together. Find issues that we can take trends in together as Democrats and Republicans. Or just people who live in New Jersey. People who live in these woods, man. All right? Winter is coming. It's election day tomorrow. Let's get out there and vote. All right, guys? God bless America. All right? Take care.